TVs across the country crackle to life, and the Force Blade Punk's theme music, still in production, starts to play. The announcer's voice rings out. Good evening, Hunter fans and Prey fanatics. Welcome back to season 22 of Force Blade Punks. Tonight's episode promises excitement, adrenaline, and of course, a healthy dose of violence. Don't change the channel because we promise you won't want to miss this. Welcome to episode 9. Love them, hate them, or maybe write love letters to them. This evening, let's meet our prey. We have Hex. Her crimes include torture, murder, theft, and unlawful assembly. And her weapon of choice is electroshock gloves. There's Patches, our former hunter who failed to meet quota. His weapon of choice is teeth, claws, and sometimes a hammer. Malware, whose crimes include hacking, biotech weapon design, power grid destruction, and public transit disruption. And of course, his weapon of choice is nanotech bots. Lost his tags last time, but not his life. So we're hoping that that changes this evening. Gran, of course, best known for poisoning her entire family, and her weapon of choice is poisons. Gas lamps, everybody's least favorite current prey, still out there being a predator and using his pheromone persuasion to convince prey and hunters alike that they want to be his friend. Deluxe, known for her child labor crimes and wielding a crystal trophy she won for having the highest gross profit of any company in Atra City. Scavenger, whose crimes mostly include theft and destruction of property, and his weapon of choice is a chakram. The Widow, back again in a new dress, excited to see if she and the bride can exchange fashion tips yet again. Known, of course, for identity theft, insurance fraud, and murder, and her weapon of choice is a stiletto blade. And we have Imp. It's mostly known for, well, everything. Mutilation, cannibalism, occult sacrifice, torture. Its weapon of choice happens to be a sharpened pitchfork. Watch yourself. Imp will do just about anything to get a kill. And back yet again, the little criminal who can't be beat, Spider, with his blowgun full of paralytic darts. Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering where we're sending everybody. Well, this evening, we are excited to welcome you to the stadium. So here you will see a football stadium. We have 2 tunnels that lead to the locker rooms. There's a set of risers, bleachers on either side. Above the home team bleachers, you can see the announcer box, the VIP box, and the press box. And also, you guys will notice the snack shack at the end of the end zone. And that is because this evening is a 3v3 audience special. Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering what that means. Well, let's take us back to the map for a second. That means that the bleachers that hold the away team audience, which of course are the ones without the booths above them, will be full of live in-person Force Blade Punks fans ready to cheer our group on from their seats and hoping that they are in the splatter zone. Everyone has been provided ponchos and signed a life insurance policy before they were admitted into the stadium. The other part of this 3v3 special is that we are splitting our hunters into 2 teams. And at the end of the night, the team who kills the most prey will walk away with all of the glory and all of the money, and the other team will fail quota. So let's get to know our punk hunters. Team 1, we have the bride. Her weapon of choice, the hatchet. Also on team 1, we have Red Dame with her sickle, her long stick sickle, recently repaired. And We heard perhaps she's bringing a new friend into the arena tonight. And the third member of Team One, Fireball, best known for her incredible takedown of Arson. And we're looking forward to seeing what her and her weapons will do tonight. Now, not to be left behind, coming hard for them, we have Team Two, which includes Princess and her pink halberd, Reaper and her hooks, and Devil Chef and her set of carving knives. We're excited to have all three of these brutal, in-your-face fighters back and ready to take on whoever they find in the arena. And now we're excited to take you to the green room where the teams are finding out they're working together for the first time. And so then we go ahead and cut to the green room where Melody is standing there and she's excited and says, all right, so Team One, you can go over here, and Team Two will be over here. We just want to keep you guys separated for a little bit so that nobody thinks that we're cheating. And remember, this is a live audience game. They did, obviously, sign a lot of paperwork to be able to sit here live, but we still prefer not to throw weapons at them or purposely injure them in any way. All right, what do you guys do?
Princess very quickly pulls Reaper in the side. It's like, hey, so I didn't meet quota last episode.
Reaper, I have to say that me, Hannah, was looking at what was happening. I was like, please let me be in Princess 15. Because I can't make it not with quota. Okay. Princess looks Reaper looks at Princess and like, I know, buddy. We are gonna do our very bloody best, and yeah, I have never not met quota, so I think we're fine.
Yeah, I was a little messed up last episode.
Yeah, you're so much better now.
I'm so much better now.
Just bring out the natural violence that we know and love.
Natural violence, natural violence, natural violence, natural violence. Okay.
You see that halberd?
Yeah.
That is your waltzing partner tonight. You just dance around the arena. You'll be fine.
If I come back from the dead just to be put into the prey cells, I'm gonna kill myself.
I was like,
so we all know.
You got your girlfriend out
just for me to get back in. Done.
All right, Team One.
I'm taking my brother with me if I end up in there.
The camera definitely pans to Bride because everybody remembers her exit interview from the last game where she talked about how she never wants to team up with anybody ever again.
Dame has entered. She's very excited to see Bride. Dame is wearing full, you know how Laura Dern looked in Jurassic Park? It is that outfit, but black and red with black combat boots and bone earrings and her hair in a bun. And at her side is a 6-foot tall robotic raptor. This thing is steel and mechanized. It's got red eyes, black and silver stripes that go down its body with red feathers. And Dame actually has a little headpiece. That's right here on her forehead. And that is how she's controlling this raptor. And she says, Lycoris, forward. And her and the raptor trot in.
Right.
She's great. I thought you had a Gila monster.
Yes, I do have a Gila monster at home. This is what Tink. You remember her, of course. Yes, she's helped me out with some a new friend, perhaps. It's going to be quite fun. The hunt now. I've got an apex predator on our side.
Sweetie, you already had an apex predator on your side.
That's quite true, dear. Fireball, it is a pleasure, too, to see you here tonight.
Yeah, nice to meet you in person. Oh, this is a little overwhelming. Last time we teamed up with someone, there was no prey, and now it's nothing but, it feels like. Um,
Yes, I imagine so.
so,
We do have the numbers now, 4
I've
on
got,
3.
yeah. As far as weapons go, I have a flaming whip and my flaming arrows, so I can do a lot of range or holding attacks
That's
if we have
fantastic.
plans.
Well, I definitely want to scope out ahead with the raptor. That would be ideal to have Lycoris go forward. And once we know where we're going, well, gas lamp is first on my priority.
Shouldn't we need to be a little careful around him, right? The pheromones and things. I saw the last episode or the episode before that. Sorry.
Yes, and that's where your
With,
range is going to come in swimmingly, Fireball.
Well, unfortunately, I don't
All right.
have ranges, so
Uh,
it'll be fun.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
a gas mask, maybe? I don't know. Smog's not here.
Do they, sweetie, and ruin this look? And then to like prove her point, she'll reach back and pull the because she usually has the veil tucked back, but she's gonna pull the
Yeah.
front half over and just like have it down and be like,
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. Also, just so you guys know, the remnants of Fireball's veil is like she does wear it across her nose and mouth, kind of like
Sure.
that. So, and you know, her lovely burnt wedding dress with the stitched in part of her wife's wedding dress over her heart,
Oh, yeah.
and Kevlar underneath. So,
My favorite part of this green room conversation is that team 1 is like, we got to strategize, we need to make plans, and team 2 is like, we're just gonna go out there and we're gonna kill everything.
well, I also think because I don't know that any of us know that any of the three of us know that Princess didn't make quota last time.
I do.
Yeah, Fireball might, but yeah.
I was a little. I mean, I don't know if I remember.
Or were you
I was a
catatonic?
little kind of
Like,
crazy.
Yeah,
I was a bit crazy.
Or
If you decide if your hunter watches the episodes or not, is how you know if I met quota or not last week.
I don't know that
The answer is
I think she was
Dame
really out of
didn't
it.
watch because Bride wasn't in it. I'm not sure Bride ever watches.
she does not. If she hears about a good wow, like a highlight, she'll watch a highlight, but that wouldn't have been.
Yeah, but you can watch the highlights on TikTok. So you don't have to watch the whole episode.
Gory TikTok.
She used to
highlight.
watch all the time, and now she doesn't watch anymore because it's not great for emotional state.
Fireball used to watch all the time because she wrote about them. And she does watch the others. I don't think she's rewatched her episode with Arson.
That's valid. And that's fair of her.
Yeah.
Or does not watch anything ever. Like if they are sent a link, like watch this clip from that moment, they're like, sure, I'll watch that.
Watch the TikTok.
I'll watch a TikTok if I am told that I should.
I feel like
otherwise, like
I feel like Bride would probably watch this season if Red Dame was on and she wasn't. Now that they're like friends, but also Red Dame wasn't in that, so neither of them watched it because the other one wasn't in the episode.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
So funny. They have
limited sisterhood. We love it.
Yeah, I did not realize that Princess had quota.
Question. Mouse.
Yes.
I kind of got a bit lost on like just is it the one that gets the most kills? Are there dog tags here? Do they have
So
like can we
it
get
is whatever team gets the most kills, then gets credit for all of the kills and all of the tags.
okay?
So you just have to, you don't have to worry about collecting tags if you don't care. You just got to kill them.
Okay.
All right.
But we're so good at killing things, so it's gonna be fine.
It's fine. It's
fine.
fine.
And I'm not friends with anyone on the other team, so I'm okay.
I saw you die. I carried your body into the vehicle.
That's not friendship. That's just
I die.
Yeah, you
she has no
died.
fear.
I'm sad we're not on the same team because we haven't had a chance to interact since that. And
it's gonna be so sad when you go back to Jess and be like, oh yeah, the girl I really liked is in jail now.
I go,
really.
But I so far have been the only one with what I think was a sane reaction to hearing that Princess died. Well, sometimes that happens. So
sometimes it happens.
He's very specifically like saying hi, Mally. Just so you know. He sees you.
Aww. I love you too, Orion. All right. You are all dropped center field. And as soon as the two teams are set down, the timer starts and the match begins. And now, as you guys look around, you can see Patches sitting sort of at the 10-yard line towards the scoreboard, just like playing with the grass. Imp is also crouched on the other side of the field towards the snack shack, just like crouched down, looking at you guys like some sort of creature from a horror movie. Like that's, you know how like they're crouched in kind of a way that looks unnatural? That's how Imp moves.
Cool.
Yeah, we love that, right?
Listen, I was born and bred a network girl. I don't care how cute this fox is. I'm gonna go get the kill.
And then the other thing that you guys can see immediately when you sit down is, or immediately when you're sat down, so you see the audience, a huge crowd on the visitor bleachers. Several of them are already cheering for like, woo, princess, or yeah, bride, you know, they're very excited. And on the home team bleachers, which are entirely empty except for Hex, who's literally just sitting there filing her nails. She looks up at all of you and then goes, and goes back to filing her nails. Because none of you present immediately as masked, and therefore she's not interested in fighting you.
Hello, a girl who knows what she wants, honestly.
All right, that is what you can see from where you are, although you do know that there are 7 more prey out here somewhere.
I think that Reaper just runs to the closer one, whichever is that closer one.
Okay. I think probably closer to you is going to be Patches. Because he's still on the field and Imp is in the touchdown.
Okay.
Unless you're gonna run up into the bleachers and go for Hex.
What were Hex's abilities again?
What?
Hex was the one with the pheromones, or?
No, Hex's weapon of choice is gosh, now you're gonna make me remember and I've forgotten. Why have I forgotten hers?
I have a lot of prey.
Yeah, I do have a lot of prey, and I've lost count of all of the weapons. Oh yeah, her weapon of choice is electroshock gloves. But what you remember Hex is known for is murdering men who hurt women.
Oh no, I don't go for her.
Yeah.
I
Like
go
that's
for the other guy.
Hex is like a person with a code, but she is also a murderer.
It's fine. I'm also both of those things. Less of a code.
All right, so team two.
I go for Patches.
Yeah, you're heading for Patches. Princess and Devil Chef, are you going with her?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take the three of you over to Patches. When you get there, Patches looks up at you guys with a mouthful of grass, and then just immediately tries to attack. 1 to 2 is Princess, 2 to 3 is Reaper. No, 3 to 4 is Reaper, 5, 6 is Devil Chef. It attacks Reaper very badly. Mostly you just get grass smeared down your outfit as he really
It's okay,
attempts
it's
to
Shiner's
bite
clothes.
you.
It's okay. It's Shiner's clothes.
I totally forgot. Yeah, grass just gets smeared everywhere as he's like trying to bite you with a mouthful of grass and not succeeding.
Okay. Reaper lashes at him.
Yeah, him.
Okay, at him with both his their hooks.
All right,
And I'm
for
gonna
it.
roll.
Roll.
The green looks very good with their hair. 3d6, right?
Yeah, 3d6.
I got a 5, a 6, and a 2.
Okay, so you know how this goes. Is it painful or
Yeah.
shameful?
And the 6 is for the pain, for the
hitting.
for the damage. Yeah. And it's gonna be shameful because this is kind of like, come on, you're going for a kid, like just eating grass. This is,
Yeah.
We're really putting it out of its misery. This is a mercy killing.
At least for the next, week until they revive him for another episode. This is how Patches became Patches.
It's
All
fine.
right.
He'll be back. It's cool.
It's fine.
Princess, you also get a shot, and so does Devil Chef before we move on to the other team.
Gonna hit the fox. Hopefully. All right, a 6, a 3, and a 4.
Okay. Shameful or painful?
Painful. I remember something.
You remember now, not. All right.
This guy's at like 1 health now. Devil Chef just have to hit.
Yeah, but you swing your halberd, and it's not that he is able to attack you. It's just that in your calculations you forgot he might have claws.
Oh yeah.
And so as you swing by, his claws catch you.
Perfect.
And now we look to Devil Chef and her knives.
And then finish.
Yeah, have him roll.
We got 2 6s and a 3.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, apparently not.
That's
No.
6.
Yeah, that is a 6.
Okay.
So I guess we're also gonna feel ashamed. I feel bad about hurting this fox.
You might feel bad about hurting him, but Team 2 has just made their first kill.
No, look at
Buddy, hey, stop.
Hi,
Oh my
Orion.
god.
Team 2 has made their first kill. The
No.
score on the scoreboard counts 1 for Team 2. And now we're going back to Team 1. Where did you guys want to start? You saw that group take off for Patches.
my money.
He needed to say
Orion.
goodnight to you.
Good night, Orion.
He said goodnight, Mally. All right, go to sleep.
I think it would make sense to go for Imp. I
Yeah.
think Dame looks at the three of them running off, and she goes, "I think they have the right strategy. If we go 3-on-1 for each of them, we've got the quickest takedown."
Yeah.
That's fair. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
and
guys-
I send Lycoris forward to have her run up on Imp.
Okay. Then I think he's probably going to attack Lycoris first. You, I don't think were here when we played with Tink, but the mechs have 5 health.
Right.
So Imp pops up from the grass and stabs out with his pitchfork, jamming it into Lycoris just for a damage.
Okay.
When he pulls it back out and sees that it's like sparks and metal, it looks really disappointed. And you hear it say, well, that's no good for sacrificing. And so it turns to face you guys. What do you guys do?
Is he's on the ground now?
No.
Oh, so he's on.
No. He's on the ground. Like he's on the field, if that's what you mean.
What is Imp it?
Yeah, it's on the Imp's in it.
It's on the field now, not on the.
No, it has never been on the stands. It was like at the
Snack
near
stand.
the touchdown by the snack stand.
I pictured it hanging from the goalposts.
Oh, I love that. No,
like,
it was not
like on the
so
goalpost.
good.
So,
it was now.
Yeah, that is now where it started, but now it's on the ground.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Yeah. In that case, thinking that being on the ground is better for my compatriots, I'm going to take my belt whip off, run it up my flint buttons, and light it on fire, and try and wrap my whip around Imp and pull it down with some force to also hopefully do some damage.
All right.
Well, that's a 5, a 4, and a 1.
Ooh. Okay.
It works.
Yeah.
Shameful or painful?
I will take for this one I'll go ahead and start with shame. But I'll take a shame. I hate it.
It's like heavy shameful. That doesn't give you any extra shame, you just feel worse.
Yeah, no. I'm like, I thought this was gonna look so much cooler in front of Bride and Red Dame because like I want to impress them, and I just kind of like, I get it off, but then I kind of like my shoes like maybe get stuck in the AstroTurf, and it just looks ridiculous.
Everyone keeps trying to impress us, and instead they're doing things like falling on their faces or screaming in our faces. We need to be less impressive.
We are very imposing.
We need to make people feel more comfortable around us.
I'm wearing one of your designs. How can I not want to impress you?
But they're both also so nice to everyone they talk to, as long as they're chill and like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah, they're polite in public. They're not nice in public.
And,
I described her with children to you.
That's true. All right, Bride, it is your turn.
As people.
I am going to just swing my bouquet at it with my hatchet hidden inside it.
Go for it.
Ooh, 2 2s and a 3. So,
ooh,
y'all should not have been on your team.
Shameful, painful, and unsuccessful. It eats the flowers.
Oh, that's fine.
Like you swing the bouquet, and because you like fell short, it gets hit with the flowers instead, and it just goes and eats the flowers.
Enjoy.
And because you didn't have any successes, it is going to try and fight back at you before Dame goes.
It's fine.
And it does succeed on a 5. So what it's going to do is Imp swings the pitchfork back around and hits Bride in the leg. uh, almost exactly the same way that it just hit Lycoris in the leg. But when you bleed, it grins and says, yes, 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 sacrifice. And Red Dame, it's your turn.
Yeah. My goal is for myself and Lycoris to sort of pin its two arms down. So, raptor claw in one and then my sickle in the other. To
All
kind of
right.
just have two stakes going down in.
I love it.
Okay, that is a 5 and 2 3s.
Okay. So you're going to succeed
Yes, and
on pinning him down, but it's going to hurt both of you and be shameful.
I see.
So you do succeed in pinning Imp down. Well, pinning Imp's arms down, but you weren't accounting for its feet and how flexible it is. So it does come up and end up kicking both of you, which is slightly painful.
Right.
All right. And that is your guys' turn. We're going to jump back over to group number 2. You completely decimated Patches. Where are you going next?
Do we see any other prey that's not Hex?
You're down in the touchdown area now. Go ahead and roll 1d6 for me, Reaper.
That is a 5.
Okay, so from where you are, you can see shadows moving in that tunnel, the like scoreboard style size tunnel that goes towards the locker rooms. And because you rolled well, you also notice that Deluxe is sitting in the middle of the live studio audience.
That one.
And she's just been clapping along politely.
Okay, can I get a boon?
Yes, you can get a boon.
Okay, can I get a gun?
Yes,
Can I
please,
get a gun?
please appeal to the sponsors with exactly what gun you want.
I don't know much about guns to actually make this appeal.
Yeah, but well, you can tell me if
I
you
want a Colt 45 because it's just
Han does not live in the U.S., so the guns
Yes,
don't
I
exist
don't.
anywhere here, obviously.
we are not allowed to just have guns here.
Here's the question.
Not a thing. There are no guns in Walmart.
Do you want a gun with like, are you gonna try and just like squat down right where you are and give her a headshot, or are you trying to get up close and okay?
No.
Great.
So I'm gonna step away
for a rifle. Yes.
Okay, I'm looking for a rifle.
Just a minute to get this kid to go down.
Yes, first.
Yes, go.
Can you say goodbye? Can you say goodbye? I know you said you wanted to say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
He was asking me all of your names.
Hannah.
Say goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
You know, myself. Mwah.
Mwah.
Okay. All right. Go. Let's go to sleep. Bye. Be back.
All right. So you appeal for that rifle. Woo.
I just kind of like, I assume there's a camera like kind of hidden underneath the scoreboard. So I will like kneel in front of, like to the side of Patches and just like go at the camera and go like this.
I love it. Yes.
And just like point to the side and do like like this gesture and asking for the sponsors to give me a gun.
You were I rolled for you, and you got a 6. So you were very impressive to the sponsors. And moments later, a drone drops a sharpshooter long-range rifle at your feet.
Okay, great. I grab it, and I'm gonna pretend that I'm going to point it at someone else. Like basically point it toward it. Like I'm using the scope to see if I find anyone. And I'm going to like
yes. Okay.
and I'm going to flick it in the right direction and shoot. hopefully at the person that I should be
Yeah,
shooting.
we're gonna see how this goes.
Yes, I got a 6, a 6, and a 4.
Ooh, almost. If you'd gotten triple sixes, she would just be dead.
She would just be dead.
But as it is, you.
I'm very cool. I'm using my 6 for being very cool.
Yes.
I cut myself on the gun.
No,
You
it's
were
a
doing
4.
that sighting
fair.
around, and then you just like dropped to a knee and turned and fired. And it looked like everyone was like, could she possibly be aiming at? Like, what are they possibly aiming at? There's no way they're making. And that shot, it's one of those things like the Wanted movie where the bullet just like curves perfectly to go exactly where you wanted it to. And it hits Deluxe center mass. And now she is bleeding heavily. She's not dead because you didn't get 3 sixes, but she is heavily, heavily, heavily bleeding and definitely in danger of dying. I assume that you looked around and you passed this information on to the rest of your team.
Yes, of course. I just kind of like told them to get closer while I was looking, like just played off.
So you guys know, Princess, you know where Deluxe is, and you also know that there is somebody in that tunnel. Although you couldn't see who it was because of the it was just shadows.
Okay. Can I get to Deluxe in this moment, or is that too far away?
No, you can do that. We don't believe in distances in this game. You can just move wherever you would like in one round.
God bless. I am running straight toward the studio audience.
Okay. Hold please. Because you're gonna cause a little bit of a stir.
That's fair. That's valid.
And so you are.
I caused the stir, but the gun straight into the studio audience didn't.
The gun
no, it's just that people are your fans. It's not that big.
Here's the thing
They're
about
not
the
scared.
gun.
They're flocking towards you.
Yeah. The gun into the studio audience didn't cause. I mean, she exploded with blood, and some of the people around her cheered because they got bloody. But that did not bother them. But Princess coming close enough to touch, they're freaking out. And so a bunch of the audience members, but I rolled high. So good news for you. They're freaking out, but they want to help you.
Yes!
So they're like clearing a path up the bleachers to where Deluxe is, but also everybody is like begging for a high five as you run by.
Just goes like
Great. If I look cool, they'll get high fives. And we all know I'm going to choose to look cool instead of die.
I have to say that this is an entire studio audience that knows that you didn't get you didn't meet quota last time.
Yes, that's true.
And trying to help you.
I got a 4, 4, and a 6.
Okay.
But I'm going to use my 6 to be really cool and be able to give everyone high fives as I'm going.
Amazing. Yes.
That's what I'm using my 6 for. I'm using my 6 to get really, really good with the audience in this moment because I feel like that might help later on.
Like, definitely, you give the high fives. Everybody is just so excited. They're, you can be like, Princess, give me a high five. Hell yeah, go get him. And like, they crowd around. They don't touch Deluxe, and Deluxe doesn't touch them because like touching a non-hunter would be like an insta-kill. But the like blood splatters out when you swing down your halberd, and they're all like cheering. Everybody's like trying to be part of. Like they're going absolutely crazy.
When I pull it back, I can do like a wide swing so blood just goes over like a rainbow.
Yes. A fantastic performance. She's not dead, so they're not gonna like try and lift you up in effigy, but know that could be coming. All right, Devil Chef. Do you want to try and charge into the bleachers too, or are you gonna head down the tunnel and see what's there?
I'm a little bit lost because I had to step away.
Yeah. So the answer is Deluxe is is 2 hits away or 1 crit away from death, sitting in the audience, but Princess is there and they're all cheering. Reaper also shot Deluxe in the chest. But in the tunnel that's closest to the scoreboard, there's definitely someone there. You saw shadows, but couldn't tell who it was.
Mm.
So
Well,
did
I think
security all
that
care?
I think that there's too much going on in these bleachers, so I'm gonna go to the tunnel.
Yeah, somehow I knew that would be the case. Are you gonna try and sneak at all, or are you just going whole hog? Let's just go.
I'll be sneaky. I'll sneak over there.
Okay,
I'll
go
try to
ahead and
like
roll.
use the distraction of whatever nonsense is going on here to get over there.
Perfect. Roll for me.
Cool. I got two goods and a fail.
All right. Do you want it to be painful or shameful?
Uh,
Or do you just want to not be sneaky? It doesn't hurt, you don't feel ashamed, but they're gonna know you're there.
yeah, I guess I can just not be sneaky. They can know I'm there.
Okay. You get to the entrance and you see Scavenger
Excuse me.
has been like sharpening the edges of his circle blades on the walls of the tunnel. And they just chuck one at you.
Whoa. Okay.
And so that
That's
is going to
rude.
do 1 damage as essentially what is a bladed frisbee spins and catches you. And then they run forward to like catch it again. And now they're facing off against you. But you can make an attack.
All right. Well, I too can throw knives,
Mm-hmm.
she says very menacingly. Um, I also failed one again, but I did get a 6. So I'll do a 6 for damage.
Okay.
But I too can throw knives is a pretty lame thing to say, so I'll be embarrassed.
You're right. That's a pretty lame thing to say.
I love that.
All right. So that's where we leave team 2 and we return to team 1, who's still facing off against Imp. Red Dame, you get to move first before Imp goes.
Great. Now that we've got Imp pinned, I just want to go for the reverse throat tear out. So like instead of, from the jugular down, it's like from the neck up,
Okay.
with the raptor.
Okay. You're gonna have Lycoris do it. All right, roll for it.
That is triple 4s.
Hey, those are all successes.
Great.
Of course. Yeah. So Imp is bleeding heavily. It's not quite dead. But it definitely cannot speak anymore. Which
Good.
is unfortunate. But the Lycoris, unfortunately, to do that reach around, did have to let go of its arm. So it is going to try and attack back, and then it'll be Bride and
Okay.
yeah.
I was because Imp went right after me, and then Red Dame went, and then Red Dame went again, and now
it's
Imp
because Red Dame went first.
Oh,
with
okay.
the raptor.
Gotcha.
And then yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's because Red Dame had like the first attack with the raptor. Imp is going to reach for Red Dame
Okay.
and just scrape you with claws. It's just 1 damage.
Sure.
Well, with fingernails, technically. Imp doesn't have real claws. And now it is Bride's turn.
I mean, yeah, I have to attack, so we're gonna attack. 2 2s and a 5, so at least I hit.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sink the hatchet into that cut and make it as big as I can.
I love that. You're just like slowly carving away. With just a little bit more power, you would have severed its head. But you're not quite there. Fireball, finish it.
I'm gonna look at Bride and Red Dame and be like, do you want me to try and steal that kill first?
Oh, I like your style, Fireball.
I wouldn't normally.
Wait,
but
I
mean, it,
but Deluxe abuses children and things, and like, so
sure.
yeah.
I mean, if you think you can hit her from here.
All right.
Red Dame has a sickle in this thing's arm.
Yeah,
I have my arm down, hatchet in their throat. We're both slouched and we go, we like your style. Like looking up and like, this is nice.
All right.
You know what? Do
Okay.
it.
So yeah, I'll shoot one of my arrows at Deluxe. I'll take up my best position that I can to get a clear shot at Deluxe.
Man, I mean, you do have to get a 6 to kill her, but this is so good. I love this.
Either way, it's such a good move.
Like, I kind of want you to succeed.
Well, that is a 1. I'm gonna. It is a 5 and a 6.
All right.
Yeah, this is
With a 6.
I'll take the pain, by the way, because I want this to look cool as hell.
It does.
Okay.
I'll take the damage. I'll take the damage. I know it's a 1, but I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine. A 1 doesn't do extra damage unless you like 1 in more than one thing.
Oh, okay.
Like in the same way that triple 6s do a lot, triple 1s really, really hurt you. But
I can't believe we just became public enemy number 1
right
now.
I can't believe that.
All this campaigning you're doing, and you just made the crowd's favorite pissed off. Good luck. Love you.
I mean,
you don't remember who you are.
I just know that you'll end up killing her on your next go around, and I'm just like, I could just
you
sniped to say that you just made 2 very dangerous enemies here.
I know I did.
The 2 new best friends.
Yeah.
I do.
You sniped the kill. The announcer goes, whoa, and a last minute snipe for Team 1 as they take out Deluxe. And the scoreboard ticks 1 point for Team 1, 1 point for Team 2. We are going to, that is the end for Team 2.
Hold on.
Or for Team 1, yeah.
Because I'm making this look cool,
I
do want to look directly into a camera. And I want to start listing off names of various children until they cut away from me.
That she's exploited.
Yep.
I feel like that's the kind of thing that in the live broadcast only lasts for like 2 seconds, but there's a special cut that like plays that, and the deputy mayor plays that special cut on loop on the local news tonight.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Miles, you already know what I'm gonna do, right?
Yeah, I already know what you're gonna do. Well, first, I assume Princess takes the tag.
It doesn't matter if I take the tag or not. Like, if we win, we win it, right?
Yeah, if you win, you win it. So do you take it or do you leave it?
No, I just look at it and I look across the field.
All right.
Okay. Then I grab the halberd and I jump off the stand.
2 melee fighters and the 1 person with a bow and arrow. You're like, oh.
Reaper, what are you doing?
I am shooting at the guy that has an axe on their neck.
Yes, you are.
I mean, obviously, I look
Go for it.
at Fireball with death in my eyes. And you, for the moment that you cross my eyes, you know what I'm called the Reaper suddenly. And because I can't shoot you, I got a fucking 666.
Did you really? Oh my god.
He had 1 health anyway.
Yeah, he has 1 health. This is really definitely mother, but I did get it.
triple sixes are always worth something.
Okay, I just
so
want her to
you-
describe that I look directly at Fireball and the shot cuts a bit of her hair and goes.
Yes. So the shot cuts through Fireball's hair, drives up through the imp's chin where it's being held, and up through the top of its head and into the snack shack where you hear a cry of pain.
Yes. Yes. Extra damage to someone else.
That was incredible. You also, with your triple six, are going to remove that shame from earlier.
Right.
It's gone. You are no longer.
Reaper is never ashamed. That's just not something that they do.
Incredible. All right, Princess, you know that Devil Chef is fighting in the tunnel. You know that somebody just yelled from the snack shack. What are you doing?
What are the rules of Hunter on Hunter crime?
The rules of Hunter on Hunter crime, there aren't any. If you kill another hunter, then you will become prey.
Yeah. Hannah, can you read my message real quick in the DMs real quick?
But up to killing another hunter, there's no.
I like that.
Up to killing another hunter, there are no repercussions.
I walk over to Reaper and I look at the gun. I'm like, can I borrow that?
Jesus.
All yours.
And I'm gonna shoot at the raptor.
Oh, all right.
That's fucked up.
Do it.
Let me see. A 5, a 5, and a 2.
Okay.
I will hurt myself in the process.
Recoil.
Yeah, you're not used to guns.
I'm not used to guns. I'm a close combat fighter.
And like Reaper is like 6'2". Like this rifle is too big for Princess.
Yeah. I hurt myself, but I'm getting a shot at the raptor. I was like, stay the fuck back, and then I'm turning back towards the where Devil Chef went toward.
Yeah, and that buries into Lycoris. And Lycoris now looks pretty bad, leaking some hydraulic fluid. Still mobile and still like able to see some things, but definitely
do not apologize. This was so good. Do not apologize for doing it.
Oh yeah,
at all.
It's wonderful.
I'm like, I am very happy with you. My character is very angry at your character.
It's gonna be interesting, and I love the drama.
All right, Devil Chef, you've missed all of this drama because you are in the tunnel fighting the scavenger. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Devil Chef really do be in their own world all the time.
That's what's happened every game that you've been in.
Every single one. I'm like, woo. I got a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Hey.
So I guess I do a sick attack.
Yes, you do.
Bounce them knives off the sides of the tunnel for a sneaky back shot.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So you swing a knife and it like reverberates and buries in his back. And Scavenger is almost down, like bleeding profusely. They're stumbling. They are going to try and attack you, but they're not throwing. They're instead like moving closer and swinging at you. Which they are just barely able to do. So they do slice at you for 1 damage, just a small slice across your chest. And then they're kind of hobbling, but they are unable to get away back down the tunnel. I'm going to go ahead and let the team finish this up. So team 2, Reaper, it would be you next.
Okay.
Because we're almost done here. So do you want to finish this? Yeah.
Yeah, I leave Princess with the gun because I think that she deserves it.
Thank you.
And I just get in, like, Reaper stalks towards the dying person,
Mm-hmm.
like pats Devil's Chef on the shoulder, like in a very much like knife kind of gesture, and just jumps down, attacking with both of their
Yeah.
hooks. And I get 5, a 5, and a 1. So I will get hurt.
Okay.
So basically, as I do it, maybe I just kind of like push too deep, and this is something that happens to Reaper. Push too deep and just stick my own curved blades into my own arms.
I love the idea that they've got scars right here from that happening constantly, and that somebody out there is like, gauntlets? Have you ever tried gauntlets? And Reaper's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yet another reason why Reaper and Hazard are friends.
Reaper is just like, but when I have extra blood on me, the audience loves it more, so it's fine.
So you mark that kill, and the score goes up. It is now 3 points for Team 2, 1 point for Team 1. And what was the other thing I was thinking? Oh, it is I don't know if it will matter to you, but I do like to note that Scavenger wears a gas mask. And now we're going to cut back over to Team 1. Imp is dead. You know that somebody got injured in the snack shack. What do you guys want to do?
Did we hear what it sounded like? Like sound like a high pitched scream, a lower voice, like
yeah, it was definitely feminine. It was definitely a feminine voice.
Okay.
But I don't know if I don't think either of you have faced this specific prey before.
Like Snack Shack, do we think there'd be more people in the set above the empty bleachers? Like a thing.
I have a question just for Mallory.
Yes.
Do dog tags matter at all? Like, is there any point in grabbing them?
So if nobody picks them up, nobody will get that money at the end.
Okay, because I would love to send my chorus.
Because they're not owned by. So when you win, you get all of your own glory and money, and all of the other team's glory and money.
I had known that I would have picked up. I didn't understand that. I thought it was
just
kind
sweep
of
of
like
everything. I didn't.
Okay, so you can have Deluxe's tags.
Okay.
And patches, because we never said that.
Oh, and patches we did pick up. You guys, you said that one.
Yeah.
And then Scavengers you'll pick up.
I'm not risking going over there for Imp, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
And Scavengers.
Yeah, so that is the answer.
Okay. Then I think Dame definitely is just gonna attack both sides of the snack shack. I think we've gotta get some points going.
Okay. So Dame's gonna go to the snack shack. Bride and Fireball, did you want to?
I mean, do you want to stay together, or do you think we should split? Because should we split?
Sure. Do we, aside from Hex sitting in the bleachers, do we have any idea of where anybody else might be?
I mean, no one's gone up to those 3 booths up there. I was gonna go up to the booths.
All right.
Yeah.
You could also take a look around from where you are right now.
Yeah, can we see like anyone? I mean, the booths like that usually have really big windows. Can we see anyone?
I'm gonna say booths like that do have really big windows. Go ahead and roll just 1d6 for me.
Wow, that's a 2. Y'all.
And Fireball, you can roll 2.
Okay. That's cocked. 4.
A 4. So you can see movement in the tunnel. The tunnel that's
the other
leading
tunnel
off to the locker rooms. And you can also see you do see a shadow like past the windows in the boxes. Unfortunately, you don't recognize it. It's a pretty distinctive shadow, but Fireball does not know.
I mean, Fireball's been studying every single dossier.
Oh, that's
It is
true. But
insane. I have been going through
do
everyone.
you care about the ones you don't care about?
I studied all of them, so I
Okay.
would know who to hit and who not
So
to
then,
hit.
the shadow that you see up there is very obviously the widow. That hat, unmistakable.
I will tell the bride.
That there's somebody
and
in the tunnel and widow in the booths
Yeah.
up top.
yeah. I don't trust the tunnels necessarily, but who do you want?
You know what? The bride likes to talk, and I don't have time for that. I'll go for the tunnel.
All right.
Not the bride. Sorry, the widow likes to talk. I don't have time. We don't have time to talk about
Okay.
fashion right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and head towards the tunnel. Fireball, or you?
I will go with. No, I'll go with. I don't think that we should split 3 ways.
Okay.
That feels like a bad idea.
So you guys head to the tunnel. We'll wait for the snack shack until Reese is back inside from walking the dog.
Okay.
And so you guys head into the tunnel. Fireball, you get 3 steps into the tunnel, and you see the hottest man you have ever seen. You don't understand why
I knew we shouldn't do that.
You don't understand why anybody would want to hurt such a beautiful specimen of a human being. And he waves to you and welcomes you. Now, on the other hand, bride, your newly retrofitted veil means that you see Gaslamp clear as day. And you also see Fireball go to his side. And join the twins who are already there.
All right.
And so, like, I now imagine he's like standing in this tunnel entrance with the 3 of them like sitting in front of him, and he's just like gently petting their heads.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go after him because I don't like him anyway. I don't like him as a person. So yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and go after him. If you miss, what you do is like one of the kids will get in your way.
Okay.
Or Fireball. We'll see.
Ooh, a 3, a 4, and a 5.
Well, good news, you had a success. So
Yeah.
Are you making it shameful or painful?
We're gonna go painful.
Okay.
Because this is a cool moment for her because this thing worked. And she doesn't even hesitate. It's just right up and just swings the hatchet just straight, like honestly aiming for like the jaw section here.
One of the twins bites your ankle.
All right. You know what? I never said I was good with children. In fact, I specify the opposite.
All right, Fireball, you have the opportunity to roll a 6 and get out of this.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Do I just roll 1 or do I roll all 3?
You just roll 1.
Okay.
You've got this.
You've got this. Get that 6. Kill this guy.
Okay. All right. Come on. Shut up! Yes!
Yeah, we got a 6. All right.
Good.
So you
picture of this.
You break free of the enchantment. You sort of shake it off. I think your veil, which wasn't very good at filtering, like Bride has a veil designed for filtering. Yours wasn't good enough, but with you fighting against it, you like double up the fabric and feel it. So you are able to break free, and you can go ahead and make an attack before Gaslamp and the twins make their attack.
Okay. Hey, Mallory, while they roll, did you upload the game like you usually do today or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't remember all the prey.
I was trying to remember all the prey.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, because I can do that very quickly.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I got 2 5s and a 2 to what I would like to do with my flaming whip is I want to like wrap it like have it wrap around gas lamp,
Mhm.
and hopefully have the fire eat up some of the pheromones coming off of him, like eating like the oxygen as it does.
Ooh, okay.
To like hopefully tamper that down, and also burn him.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you
Um,
get?
I got 2 5s and a 2.
2 5s and a 2. Okay.
Yeah. I'll take the pain.
Okay. You'll take the pain.
Mhm.
I think that pain is in the form of one of the twins hitting you on the way up.
Mhm.
I'm just putting it in questions and other chatter because that's what I can access from my phone right now. So
Okay.
that should be uploading.
Thank you.
All right. It is now their turn to attack back. Ooh. Gaslamp got a 6.
How dare he?
Which means that
Honestly?
Fireball, he's gonna step up to
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Yep. And just like take you in his arms, and suddenly you're back to thinking he's awesome. The twins,
Great.
meanwhile, went for Bride and couldn't do anything. They like scrambled to attack you. It was completely useless. They could not get through the layers of your dress and touch you at all.
She gives him the look she gives most children, which is,
All right. And we're gonna leave you there. We're gonna go to Red Dame in the snack shack.
What
Wait,
does this thing look like? Is it a closed building? Is it just a cart? Is it like a stand?
It's like so it is like 3/4 of a wall. Did I upload the wrong one? Oh, that is all of the prey. Which is not what you wanted.
I remember who's playing, so you're good.
Mouse?
Okay.
The PDF you uploaded, is that all the prey that's here on this?
No, it's all
game?
the prey.
Okay,
I didn't realize that was the one that I had open.
I was like, but Bubbles is
it's fine. We take our pick.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. I just don't remember.
I'm sending you the ones that are in, so I'll have it for you.
I just been updating all
It's
of the
okay.
prey and then I forgot.
That's
all right.
so great. Thank you.
Okay. So yes, Red Dame. It's like a shack. Like it's got 3 fiberglass walls and then a big opening in the front. It's just here I have it facing you so that you know what it is, but the opening's actually like facing away from the field.
Sure. Yeah, our goal was to just sort of pin from the sides, me and the raptor coming together on both sides to hit whoever's in the middle.
Yeah, you can definitely break through those walls. They're not very sturdy.
Right.
So go ahead and roll for me.
Okay, that's a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Okay. You make it shameful or painful?
If it's painful, does it hurt me and the raptor or just me?
No, it'll just hurt one of you.
Okay, just me, please.
Okay. So the robot has no problem breaking through this wall. Red Dame has a little bit more of a problem breaking through a literal wall. You kind of overestimated your strength, and it leaves you pretty bruised. But as you get through, Lycoris buries a claw and you bury a sickle into Gran.
Oh, good.
And Gran is just standing in front of a plate of treats and goes, "Do you want one?"
I look at her and I go, "Heavens, no! I know what you put in them. I just have to ask, prostitution. What was that early or is that now? Is that current?"
And she says, "You out of everyone should know what people are willing to pay for."
Go off.
I love her.
And Gran is going to attack back. she's not going to be successful though. You've got her pretty well pinned. So she can't even convince the robot to try a poisonous treat. Although you do briefly wonder how many of the audience stopped at this snack shack. Anyway.
Oh no.
And that's why we signed the waiver.
All right. So now we are going to cut back to
Is Grant wearing a little snack shack? Is Gran wearing a little snack shack like apron?
Absolutely, she is.
It's like a little paper hat.
She's wearing she's wearing a shirt that says proud PTA mom and this little hat.
Oh.
All right. So now we are back to team 2. Princess, you are standing in front of the audience bleachers where everybody is still like trying to get you to sign various parts of their body, even though it's mid-game. And Reaper and Devil Chef, you've just finished up Scavenger in the tunnel. You see on the screens that Bride and Fireball are facing Gaslamp and that Dame has found Gran in the snack shack. What do you want to do?
Do I see anyone else around?
Go ahead and roll 1d6 for me.
Going deeper in the tunnels is like the dressing rooms, right?
Yeah, and you get to that door, it doesn't open.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Got a 4. So looking back out the tunnel, you can also see the shadow moving through the boxes on top of the bleachers. And because now you are behind it, you see Malware crouched on the little stand on the back of the scoreboard. Just like curled up there with his little tab.
You should never give Reaper a rifle. This is just your lesson.
Yeah, well, you only get it for this game, so.
I know.
And you wouldn't have gotten it if I hadn't rolled a 6 for your plea.
And I rolled a 5 for my plea. And we all
Princess is blowing kisses until they hear the gun and they go, "Oh, yeah, we're in a game. Hold on. Goodbye."
I'm gonna roll. And I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 4. I have a
all right.
Stare, of course.
So you're gonna do double damage. You hit Malware and just knock him straight down off the back of the scoreboard with a pained yell.
I just kind of like look at Devil, look at Princess, and like, that one.
Found him.
This poor kid, not made for battle. Tink's gonna be so sad. All right.
What? Why is Tink gonna be sad? I missed the chapter.
Oh yeah. So Tink found out that Malware is like a Tink fan and is impressed with her mechs, and therefore let him go. And just took his tags. Like he was like, "Here, you can have my tags. Please don't kill me." And she agreed.
It was really cute.
It was really cute.
It's so cute.
It's okay.
Anyway, I'm going at him with my halberd.
I have gifted Tink a hot second tattoo man. So it'll be fine. But Malware is going to go first. And with a 6.
How?
Malware is going to not injure you, Reaper, but use his nanobots to destroy your rifle. He decided that was scary.
That's easy. You know what? Fair. It is scary.
It is scary.
So you don't have a rifle anymore, and nanobots have eaten it. And now Princess and Devil Chef, it is your up. So I guess Devil Chef, you first. You would have been right there.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Would have been right there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're next to each other.
There the whole time.
So there's a man on the ground.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
There's a man on the ground.
I do nothing.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Great. Do you get a little hurt and a little embarrassed?
None of them were 1s.
Okay.
But all of them are under a 3.
All right.
So you triple
So
two.
twos.
I got a 2, a 2, and a 3.
Okay.
Great. So you go to throw a knife, and then you like have this moment where you think about how people thought malware was okay. And then you completely biff the knife throw because that's what you were thinking about, and then that's really embarrassing, which is unfortunate. Princess, come for him.
I got a 1, a 3, and a 3.
Okay. It turns out that nobody actually wants to kill malware.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
I mean,
Thanks, Reaper.
I did put him on my do not kill list.
Good, so you won't snipe this one.
So Princess dives down and buries her halberd into the ground next to his head. And here's the thing, you don't hurt him at all. You do hurt yourself a little bit. Oh, but he definitely pees his pants, which is embarrassing for everyone.
Aw. She just looks at him and goes, come on, man.
And he's just looking up at you guys like, I don't think you understand. This is fucking scary.
Yeah, I've been doing it since I was 4.
And this, Bride, is why Jess doesn't walk. Okay, we are going to make our way back over to Team 1. We'll start with Bride. Fireball is now locked in an embrace with Gaslamp. I guess we could start with Fireball. Let's see if you can resist Fireball.
Fireball. Da, 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 da. Every time in my brain.
Oh, you're muted.
Can't hear you, yeah.
Can I get advantage for my clever use of my flames and trying to,
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Roll twice. That's a good argument.
Thank God. Not that I don't trust you. You got this.
I want you to know. No, I'm going to take a picture. It's a 6 and a 1.
Okay, well, see, that is why advantage helps.
Exactly.
So you do break out. You suddenly like come to yourself being held by this man. So, Bride, I'm gonna let you go ahead and make an attack. Fireball clearly understands what's going on and is trying to get away.
Yes.
Pull a Legolas, pull an arrow out and stab him in the eye. I'm gonna try to hit him.
I was thinking about it. I was definitely thinking.
I'm gonna try to hit him again.
Okay, go ahead, Bride.
Nope, that was 3 ones.
Y'all.
Oh no.
Bad one. That's the bad one.
I'm just gonna straight up. What can I use?
How badly do I get hurt?
Oh, hang on a second.
Can I use my boon to re-roll?
Yes. Yeah, you can use this is your Sebastian Stan boon. It has been used.
All right, a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Yeah.
I was like, do I die now?
Do I just die?
I really want to remove the hand that is holding Fireball.
Oh, okay. Then you are successful. It was a 6. You absolutely can do that. Actually, I think it's one of those things though, where you like sever his arm and his hand is still holding on to her.
And then I just take the hatchet. Go.
Yeah.
Thank God.
All right. Gaslamp is suffering. Hang on a second, because the twins are going to make their last ditch effort to attack you guys, and then it'll be Fireball.
Cool.
The twins do not understand bridal gowns. Cannot get through the layers and layers and layers.
They're in distress.
They've just been like uselessly attacking the tool at your legs this whole time.
They're just children.
Trust
The babies.
All right,
Bride's
Fireball.
just looking at them like, what the fuck? Stop it.
All right. All right. Yeah, I am definitely going to pull out an arrow and try and stab him with
Go
it.
ahead and roll.
And depending on if this pulls off, will depend on where I do. Okay, so that's a 4 and 2 twos.
Okay. Well, the good news is you
he's
can
dead.
kill a gas lamp.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And another team 1 point goes up. So it's now 2 points for team 1, 3 points for team 2. You do, however, get injured.
Yeah.
And you feel shame.
Oh, yeah.
This is
I'm having a
unfortunately
panic
for
attack
you.
because I'm just like, "Ugh."
Yeah. You
this is
feel
not
shame
good.
because you were just being held by this man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it might take Fireball a minute to
mhm.
ready to move on. Which is why we're
Absolutely.
gonna cut over to Red Dame.
Fantastic.
Give you a chance to recover. When you guys kill Gasliam, the twins essentially I don't know, deflate.
I also grab his tags because he was on me. I was just like,
Oh yeah.
I flick them. Actually, no. I think when I'm stabbing him with the arrow, I kind of flick them so that Bride can catch them as I'm, because I'm just like so freaked out.
Yeah,
I'm still holding his arm because I peeled it off Fireball's arm. I just kind of give that to the twins. I'm like, here you go.
Grab the dog tags, give him the arm.
He's still alive. I was gonna hit him with it, but he's dead. So I'm like, here, you can have that.
And the twins are just sitting there, completely lost. They don't really have a lot else going on. And we're going to cut to Red Dame with Gran and Snack Shack.
Right.
Still trying to offer you cookies. Are you sure you won't try one?
I look at her and I go, I'm so sure. And I'm so sorry about this, but it's your time.
Wow, how ageist.
I don't know if there's like a corn dog fryer or a hot dog machine or like a popcorn
there
boiling
definitely is
butter
a
thing.
popcorn machine. I don't think that they probably have fryers.
Okay, I'm gonna try to dump the boiling butter popcorn thing on her head. Just try to push her into there.
All
That's
right,
my goal. Is just
roll
put her head
for
in
it.
there.
If they're French fries, it's an oil fryer.
That's true. You could do French, yeah.
Okay, that is
oil fryer.
A 6, a 4, and a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you putting your 1?
I'm gonna get hurt. I don't care. I'll burn my hand.
You do. You burn the shit out of your hand, actually, as you press Gran into this boiling oil and then hold her there until she no longer moves. And the score has now tied at 3-3.
Okay.
Okay.
We can do this.
You're fine.
Okay, but what if we tie?
I don't know. You have to wait and find out.
What if we? What? I can't risk that. I'm so sorry.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
What if we both have the poison berry?
I'll give you the cookies. They're right here.
Oh,
yeah. Red Dame hands out cookies and we all go see.
All right. The
network would let us all die. They do not care.
Correct. We are cutting back to team 2. Malware is laying on the ground, pretty injured. You also saw that there was somebody in the boxes above the bleachers.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step back and see if Princess and Devil Chef can redeem themselves from their shame before I act.
I'm gonna try to hit him again.
Okay, yeah, so you want to let them go first? Go ahead.
Yes.
All right, so Princess, go ahead.
A 5, a 6, and a 4.
Okay.
Thank God.
This time when you pick the halberd up, you bury it in him instead of next to him. Malware definitely screams. And he's going to, after this first hit, take his attack back like he did last time. and he is unleashing his swarm of nanobots.
Great.
And because he's dying, he just looks up at you and says, well, I know what you care about. And then the nanobots eat your hair, and it looks real bad.
Dare you?
Yeah. Yeah, he went for the emotional damage. It wasn't painful at all, but it's gonna be, that might be a point of shame. He has chosen to shame Princess.
My hair.
Correct.
All of her hair or some of her hair?
No, not all of her hair, because she would look cute bald. Just like a badly done haircut.
Okay.
Devil Chef, it is your turn.
I'm keeping the
Finish
halberd
this
in
guy
him.
up.
Like, it's still buried in this man.
All right, Mel, you're muted. There we go.
Sup? It was really fucking rude to give a bitch a bad haircut.
Right.
He ran out of things to fight back with.
How dare? How close to death are we?
Oh, you just need to hit
Here?
him once. He'll be dead.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attempt to throw my remaining knife because I've already thrown the other one at him. I'm gonna attempt to throw my remaining knife like into his eyeball.
Lovely. Go for it.
I would love to.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
But it is 2 1s and a 2. So
Okay.
You're also really upset about my hair. I understand. It was a work of art.
sobbing, cannot see through the tears.
Cannot believe he would do something like
How could
that.
she do that to Princess?
All right, Reaper, it is up to you to kill Malware.
I'm begging.
Guys, you just have to look at him funny. He will die. I
Okay.
look at him funny.
Look at him funny.
I got 3 4s. Is that enough?
That's enough. I feel
Reaper
like
catches, will you die already?
Yeah, Reaper just like kind of steps on the halberd, looks at him, and is like, "You're taking too long to die."
I imagine that you like kind of lunge at him and he like jumps in fright, which drives the halberd in, and then he dies. And team 2 pulls...
Wait. Does this mean that instead of actually going for it, Reaper just touches his like
Yep.
that?
Correct.
Scare him? Okay.
That is exactly what happens. Reaper just like scares him. Reaper goes boo and he dies.
I'm gonna use a boon to get Jim in here.
All right. And then the score is now 3 points for team 1, 4 points for team 2. And we are back with team 1. Red Dame has killed Gran, and Fireball is still recovering. But Bride and Dame, what would you guys like to do?
I was just gonna pop out of the snack shack. Is there anyone I can see besides Hax and whoever's up in the
No.
Yeah, I figured it.
So we just don't know where one particular person is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
no one has seen Spider yet.
I have a guess of where Spider is, but I want to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Right,
where
well,
I would put Spider.
I think I'm gonna go up to the tower. I'm gonna go up up above the bleachers in that announcement box, and I'm just gonna send the raptor to check on Fireball and help her make sure she's okay.
Dude, we got this. Take your raptor. Go. There's 2 people over there.
Okay. Great. Then we're both going up.
Okay, so you and the raptor are going. Bride, are you following or are you?
Looking real quick at Fireball, does it look like any form of panic attack that I have dealt with in the past? And do I think a quick slap across the face would work?
Ooh, wow. You are very familiar with panic attacks, but I feel like that would be the opposite of anything that would help Fireball.
Bang.
Okay.
But the question is, does Bride know this?
Okay. Going based solely off what I know of Fireball, Bride is going to grab her by the chin and make her look at her real quick. She doesn't have time to hang out and do this. But she's gonna grab her by the chin real quick and say, "Respect the dress." And then she's gonna turn and go.
And Fireball, go ahead and roll 1d6 for me. On a success, that's gonna work. On a fail, you will not be able to join them until their next action.
Okay. 5!
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bride snaps you out of it.
Respect the dress.
So you guys also go to join. So you all climb up. There's only a ladder on the leftmost box. So you climb up to the leftmost box. I'm not sure that Lycoris can climb a ladder.
Yeah, I didn't know how high above the bleachers the announcement box is. I was sort of just imagining Raptor sprint up the bleachers and then shoot.
Oh, and then jump in through the window.
front.
I am totally fine with that. That will require a roll. But you guys can climb up through the way that people normally get in.
Sure. We'll send Raptor in first just as a distraction.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll for Lycoris.
Okay, that is a 6, a 4, and a 3.
Okay. So either you are going to feel ashamed for what Lycoris did, or Lycoris is going to get injured.
I will feel some shame. That's okay.
Okay. You expected it to be this big, beautiful, breakthrough, not thinking about the fact that they would probably have impact glass. In fact, it's probably not glass in these giant windows where a lot of sports ball stuff could happen. And so she does break through, but it's more like hitting the plexiglass, and it sort of bends and then cracks and then sort of breaks. And so it's just not very pretty.
Yeah.
But she is inside that leftmost one, and through your connection, you can see that Widow is standing through another doorway, essentially in the center booth right now. And she was facing towards that window, but she turned to face the raptor and just says, my, and who might you be?
I look to Bride and I go, do we want to play with her? We don't really have time.
Instead of answering, I would like to throw a hatchet.
Awesome. Yeah, so you guys come up just behind, and you can go ahead and throw a hatchet at Widow.
Hey, a 2, a 4, and a 6.
Okay.
So we will get hurt because that's got to be a cool moment.
Yes.
Of just not replying, just throwing the hatchet and hoping to sink into her spine, and then just turning to Red Dame and saying no.
And it is so cool. The only uncool thing about it is that you were on the top rung of the ladder, and so you twisted the ankle that got bit by the twins. And your ankles are just really having a bad time this season.
Is it the same leg that I got stabbed in?
Yeah. Okay. I just feel like people are the deal is that you're wearing a dress that falls just above your ankles,
And
And
I was in too much of a hurry to do the bustle, so now it can bustle. I've thought of that. It can bustle. She was just in a hurry.
yeah. So your ankles are just there, right for the taking all the time. Okay. So Red Dame, Sun, and Lycoris, you attacked Fireball.
Okay. So has this glass or anything been shattered at all, or there's
The first room you were in, the plexiglass has like broken in, but there's not like shattered pieces.
okay.
And the room that she is standing in, which is the next one, no, nothing has been disturbed in there.
Okay. And how close is she to death? Does it look like?
She would need 3 more to die.
Okay. Cool. That sucks. All right. So I am going to I want to try and knock her back enough, but like get my whip around her neck so that she's like kind of leaning back with her heels, like almost about to fall off the grandstands, but like the whip is holding her by the neck.
So she's in an enclosed room, so she won't be about to fall off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can wrap your whip around her neck.
Okay. I would love to burn and choke as much as I can.
Go for it.
That is a 6, a 4, and a 1.
Okay. Shameful or painful?
I've taken a lot of shame already. I will take the pain.
Okay.
I feel like just the gas lamp situation alone is just very shameful to her.
Yeah. So you take the pain.
But yeah, I got a 6 for the attack.
Yep. And so you did 2 damage. She is definitely hurt. It is her turn to strike back. Ooh. And she got a 6.
Ooh.
But instead, she's going to hit you and Bride, each with one of her stiletto blades. So just 1 point of damage to both of you.
Okay.
As she says, ladies, surely women of fashion could have a discussion. And that is where we are going to leave you and go over to...
I will just say I didn't get a chance to attack. I know.
Well, you used Lycoris this time. You will get to attack next time before she goes.
Oh, okay. Well, I just thought I was coming up the ladder too. So I didn't understand that I wasn't doing anything. Sorry.
No, sorry. Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna say we let Lycoris get the damage, but that's why she's down to 1 health.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that Lycoris actually hit. Okay,
yes,
great.
Lycoris actually hit.
She did damage.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So so this time Lycoris did the hit. If she's just reconning, she doesn't count as your turn. But if she's attacking,
then 4.
It's considered like you guys attacking together. Okay.
For sure. Sorry.
No, that's good. It's a good question. We bounce back to team 2. You can see that they are fighting up there.
Okay.
How hurt does the person that they're fighting look?
Very close to death, but it would take a lot for you to get up there and try and kill them.
It's on the other side. No, range isn't a thing, but also it's a long time.
Yeah, you guys don't have. Yeah.
I'm going to take off one of my long lace gloves I wore today and tie up my hair, whatever's left of it. So it's like out of my face. And then I am going to run toward the crowd, or the crowd that got a 6 that really loved me. You remember that? You remember that happened? Okay, cool. And it's like, do you guys know where Spider is? Have you seen him?
They do. And Spider is hiding underneath the other set of bleachers.
Great. Thank you guys so much. And I'm running over there.
That was so good. I love that.
Mallory, that's exactly where I thought.
that is worth removing a shame. That was
Thank
wonderful.
God. I'm running back and I'm running at Reaper and Devil Chap. He's on the fucking bleachers. Go.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Kane, is that where you thought he'd be?
100%. I was like, I would have him hanging upside down, but from the under the bleachers. Yes.
Yep. That is exactly where he is. So as you guys come rounding under the bleachers, he is going to shoot a dart. We'll see if he succeeds. It does hit, and it hits. It hits Princess.
Is it a 6?
It is not a 6.
Okay, cool.
No. So what this means for you is it's 1 damage, and then you will get 1 action, and then the paralytic will set in. And there will be 2 actions that you cannot take an action. So this is your 1 hit, make it count.
Trauma.
A 5, 5, and a 6.
Yeah. All right. So he is like hanging upside down.
I throw my, however, like it's a javelin. I just throw it at him, and then I hit the ground.
I love that. Because you got the 6, you like it hits into him and through him, and now he's not hanging from the bottom of the bleachers. He is pinned to the bottom of the bleachers.
Love.
So he is pinned to the bottom of the bleachers. Reaper and Devil Chef, you see Princess fall over. She is now paralyzed.
Chef, go first.
So this man is pinned. I have collected my knives again. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've got a 6, a 5, and a 4. Thank God.
Okay.
Not to stress anyone out, but if we don't kill this man in 5 minutes, I'm going to jail.
Is it 2 strikes you're out or 3 strikes you're out?
It's 2 strikes you're out if you fail quota twice. But it has to be like, yeah, it has to be twice in a row.
In a row, yeah.
So okay, so you did double damage.
My knives, yes.
Yes, you did double damage with that, so he is almost dead. Reaper, you could finish him. Finish him.
With a mean look.
If now's the time you fail, I'm going to be so pissed off at you. Not
Let me roll.
You. Cat at
Hey!
Whoa.
Fight.
I'm gonna screenshot this.
Okay.
Love that. We have 4 minutes.
What did we get?
I'm gonna screenshot this.
We get?
This is the suspense that you all want.
No. We will get back to the other group, I think, so you guys can get to Widow. Oh, nice. Heck yes. Okay.
This is not the time I fail.
Thank God.
Okay, so Team 2 gets another kill, which brings Team 2's score to 5. And so now the score is 5-3. So Team 2 has it in the bag. More
I have
than
to say
likely.
that this
I don't know. There's still
we
2
took
prey out
less
there
than 3 minutes.
next to us.
We should have made it longer so they couldn't go again.
No. Okay. So you, God. Okay. With your 6s, with your triple 6s,
to figure out what the fuck happened with my 6s again.
What do you want to figure out?
You're trying to figure out what the fuck happens with my 6s again.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what happens with your 6s. I think what happens with your 6s is that you get an extra glory just for you. So it won't go to your team. Reaper's just going to get an extra glory for this being amazing. because there isn't like another person close enough that you could hit like before,
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah,
So,
just
yeah.
one hit wouldn't make a difference with 2 minutes left on the
Mhm.
match. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I think that Reaper hits this guy. I'm trying to think of the most amazing fucking way of doing this. I think that Reaper just like guts this guy in half.
Amazing.
Like completely. And they are like hanging from somewhere. I
Yeah,
understood.
they're pinned. Yep.
So the lower half falls to the floor. just
And then guts just ring down. And yet again,
Yeah.
Reaper is covered in blood.
Gut.
And Reaper is covered in blood. And Reaper just like high fives Devil Chef and takes Princess in their arms. And that's a little victory walk.
A little victory dance with the completely
Yes.
paralyzed princess.
Of
All right,
course.
we are cutting back over to where Team 1 is facing the Widow, and it is Red Dame's turn first.
Great. I'm gonna look at the two of them, and I'm gonna go, for the love of God, finish her. And I'm gonna look straight at a camera, and I'm gonna cash in a boon. And I'm going to ask for a bomb, and I am going to try to strap it to Hex.
Ooh, okay. So go ahead. So I rolled for your boon.
Mhm.
And you do get a bomb.
Great.
So, but now you got to roll to strap it to Hex.
Dame is sprinting down the bleachers. Like, she hopped off the ladder, and she is just running towards them. That is a 6, a 3, and a 2. It doesn't look good. It hurts so bad. I'm going.
But we're killing this bitch.
It does not look good. It does hurt really, really bad. And because it's not triple sixes, she's not dead. But she is, because she didn't have any injuries. She is severely injured, but she is not dead. But we will let Bride and Fireball finish the Widow.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the Widow and hope I roll something. Okay, a 1, a 3, and a 5.
Yeah.
So,
You do it.
What I do is just and I'm probably gonna slide around in all the blood, injure my ankle further, and just kick the hatchet that's already buried in her spine.
I love that for you. Yeah, so you kick that hatchet, it digs deeper into her spine, and it lights up that Team 1 now has 4 points, and Team 2 has 5 points. And Fireball, if you want to take one, you want to take one shot at Hex, I'm willing to let you kill her for triple sixes too.
I would like to light that bomb on fire with my flaming arrows.
Go for it.
That's such a cool move.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so good.
Shut up.
What'd we get?
I got a 6.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 6. And I got a 6!
Hell yeah.
No way.
Mallory is upset because Hex is actually wonderful and you shouldn't have killed her. But
I didn't want to. You did this to us.
We also didn't want to
She
kill
was not on
Mallory.
my list.
No, that Hex was
Yeah,
the first
exactly.
person we saw, and we were just like, girl code, and we just didn't go after her.
Exactly.
now, here's what I'm gonna say. So that does bring you to a tie. However, Team 2 has more tags because they picked them up from the kill that Fireball made.
Wait, which kill the Fireball made?
Kill?
Fireball killed Deluxe.
But we got the imp tags.
They got the imp tags.
Yeah, we picked up tags. I
So
think
we have the same amount of tags too.
Oh, you guys did pick up
Yeah.
inst tags.
Yeah.
I did message.
Yeah, we didn't say it out loud though.
I know.
We
Oh,
made Fireball message that she grabbed the twins tags, but she never said it out loud.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
Have tags.
yeah,
Isn't
and
it?
I'm not sure that those tags would have counted anyway.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I literally messaged her and said, "Shit, do the twins count as kills? I can't do it."
I said the same thing. I was like, I can't kill the twins.
The answer is that the twins would have counted as kills, but they don't have tags. Yeah.
No.
We all sprint toward these children.
Now the sirens go off as Hex draws her last breath, and your DM cries a little bit because I'm really sad about Hex, but it's fine.
Hi.
You guys
so
always
sorry.
Shouldn't have put her in the. Shouldn't have put her here.
Is this the first total wipe though?
This is the first total wipe.
Hey,
I love that for us.
You guys come out with a straight tie, and
well, what just happened?
the decision is made that neither team is going to fail quota, but because of Reaper's 666 sets, Team 2 is declared the winners. And that whole team is going to get an extra glory, not just Reaper.
That's fair.
But Princess doesn't meet quota?
But we made quota.
Yeah, Princess made
Yeah,
quota.
we're fine.
Everybody
Okay,
makes
okay.
Yeah.
Quota,
Basically,
but
just they
got
counted the glory and said, okay, those are the winners.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
take
without
it.
the
Dave,
sixes, it's just...
Yeah.
And
Dave
that-
went cheeky with the bomb. That was definitely a suicide.
So if you hadn't done that, we had been talking about the fact that I was going to try and cash in a boon to get a second attack.
Mhm.
That's what I was gonna do with gas lamp, and then I rolled 3 ones.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But I wanted to kill him since he was introduced, so I'm thrilled.
Yeah. And
Dead.
we
Wanted him dead.
at that point, the guards sweep in and they pick up the twins. The live audience, the hunters are gathered back in center field, and the live audience is released to come and cheer and celebrate with you, like the end of a classic American football game.
Mhm.
I am Princess carrying Princess who's paralyzed.
Yes. So
We did it, babes! Just like
The
ruffles
announcer
her hair.
declares that no one will have failed quota, but Team 2 does win the extra glory for the incredible performance of Reaper. And then the screens cut out and TVs go to commercial and our fighters return to the green room.